My adventure today is starting in Guildford, but this is not where I'm beginning my walk. To do that, I have to catch a bus. I have enough time before my bus that I thought I'd come and have a quick look at Guildford's castle. I did a dedicated walk in Guildford last year, so it's nice to be back and seeing some of the sights again. Hiya, single to Ewhurst, please. Back in May, I started the Greensand Way, a 108-mile long-distance footpath from Haslemere in Surrey to Ham Street in Kent, and that first section took me to a place called Whitley. Now, if I was continuing that walk, you would think that I would start back at Whitley, but that's not the case. I'm instead in a place called Ewhurst, which is the end of section 2, and I will be doing this walk in reverse instead. The reason for this is that the Saturday Walkers Club, where I found out about the Greensand Way in the first place, they even suggest this too. Because of poor transport links in this area, there's no railway station, for example. If I was to end here, I may miss the last bus in the evening. So it's better to do this walk in reverse, because at least from Whitley station I've got trains until like 11 o'clock at night. I don't think I'll finish at 11 o'clock, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So I have rode the entirety of the hourly service Route 53 from Guildford to Ewhurst, and this just goes to show how poor transport is in this area, because I'm actually quite a way away from the Greensand Way. I've said that too many times. So I've got a bit of a walk ahead of me before I even get onto the long distance footpath today. Luckily, it's actually a nice footpath to take. I could have stayed on the road the entire time out of Ewhurst, but this is just nicer, isn't it? I've found the road. I'm about 1.5 miles in. I've already been climbing a lot on my walk, and I'm about to do a lot more of that, as this is Pitch Hill, where I believe on top is the Greensand Way. Oh my life, okay. That's way steeper than I thought. Oh, I'm out of breath already. How in the hell am I going up this? I didn't think there'd be climbing involved, like actual physical climbing. How? Oh my god, I don't know where to put my feet. I'm gonna have to jump up. You know, there was a lot of climbing on the first section of the Greensand Way in the beginning to get up to the Devil's Punch Bowl, but this is an even madder climb. What a weird way to start the walk. Okay, I think I'm definitely nearing the top now, because I'm starting to get some incredible views, and like, wow, seriously, that is actually incredible. I've made it to the top, Pitch Hill viewpoint, and it's quite impressive, to be fair. I like that it labels places that are nearby. So you got Gatwick Airport, Devil's Dyke. I've been up to the top of Devil's Dyke. Devil's Punch Bowl is on there as well. That's where we were on the first section of the Greensand Way. And there's my first indication that I am now on the Greensand Way. Wow, what an adventure just to get on this footpath this morning. We've got a trig point here as well to mark the summit of Pitch Hill, 843 feet up, and next to it seems to be an older trig point, which, like the one at Devil's Punch Bowl, has been turned into a donation box. Now that I'm up here on the Greensand Way, I can mention how just on the other side of Pitch Hill you have the Duke of Kent School, where traditionally section 2 of the Greensand Way ends. There is a bus stop there, but the bus only runs on weekdays. So I would suggest doing what I did, even though my path was a little bit dangerous, so be careful, because that bus does run on the weekends to 53, and South Western Railway, which I'm going to use to get home from Whitley, for this route do have cheaper tickets for Sundays only. So it works out better. I'm descending down from Pitch Hill now. I've just discovered that part of it seems to be a quarry. I like that word. Ooh, I'm knackered again though, because the path is going back up. But I've now come across a windmill, which is cool. I don't come across windmills very often on my walks. The last proper one I came across would have been near West Wickham on a Chiltern walk last year. So it seems a lot of places around here fall under the name of Hurtwood, and there's a great map which showcases part of my walk. I've started down in Ewhurst, come up to the Pitch Hill. This little section of the Greensand Way we've technically missed out because the Duke of Kent School is here, but we have now passed the windmill and we're looping around to serve Rainards Hill. And I've just learnt that nearby to here there used to be a school for secret agents in the Second World War, Winterfold. That's quite cool. Bit of history. I guarantee that plane up there has just departed Gatwick Airport. Rainards Hill does have another incredible viewpoint. A little bit obstructed, not as clear as Pitch Hill. I do think we've seen the highest points of the walk today early on, so I'm hoping we don't have much of an issue with elevation gain beyond this point. I think it's going to be nice nonetheless though. Whoa, what is this? This looks like a really huge ditch. Yeah, it's a really huge ditch. Wow. It's just a footpath that runs deep down into the valley. It's quite impressive, really. Ah, no way. Someone's turned this upturned tree into an actual footpath. That's quite fun. I'm not even meant to go this way, but I have to kind of give it a shot of walking over. Whoa, whoa. It's quite high up, to be fair. If this was a normal tree trunk, I wouldn't feel as safe walking across this as easily as I am. Okay, there's no point in me going up there though. I'll just turn back around. That's my first conquer of the season. I guess that means summer's almost over. Okay, yeah, it's not out yet, but it's the first one I've seen on the ground. Conkers are white before they're fully formed? I didn't know that. Okay, so they're not quite in season yet. We've still got a bit of summer to go. I've made some good progress. I've now come across the church here in Shamley Green, so I thought I'd take the opportunity. I sat down on that bench over there for a bit of lunch, but I'm now continuing with the walk. Now I actually passed through Shamley Green earlier on the 53 bus. It comes right up this road. I didn't even put together that I could possibly be walking over the bus route. Oh, it's 20p, no way. Okay, I'll take that. Nice, I'm getting to do a bit of field walking for the first time today, and the views are continuing to be quite spectacular. Well, I will say that I'm enjoying the diversity of this walk. From hills to woods and now fields, it's been quite cool. Down this footpath here, I'm going to cross over a couple of disused routes, so I'm going to have to keep my eye out for them. So this isn't disused. This is still very much an active watercourse. This is the Cranley Waters, which I'm going to assume is a tributary of the River Way, because I know that that is nearby in the area. So around here, I guess, is part of that first disused route which I've come to see. What used to run through here was the Way and Arun Canal, linking the River Way and the River Arun together, but it closed as far back as 1896, so there really isn't anything to see anymore. The aim one day is to bring back the full route of the Way and Arun Canal, which will be great. They've already done some work in the past to restore small sections of it, and if the entire route does get brought back, then at least I would have another canal walk to go and do. And the second disused route which we're crossing over is a lot more obvious, and I think some of you may even be able to tell already what this is. This is an old railway bridge, and down there is the alignment of the old railway line. It's still in use as a footpath today. This railway is the Cranley line, which closed in 1965 as part of the Beeching Cut. It ran from Guildford down to Horsham/Christ's Hospital, and you can walk the entire route of it, which I would like to do one day, even though it is a bit of a long walk. My bus this morning, in fact, actually crossed over the alignment of the old railway by a disused station called Bramley and Wonnersh, and the platforms are still visible. That's the only bit of the old railway I've been on before, apart from the disused platforms, which are right next to the still live platforms at Christ's Hospital Station 2. I haven't yet done a video where one of my walks are solely dedicated to walking an old railway line. Oh yeah, it's part of the Downs link as well, which literally links the North Downs and the South Downs together. What a great route to take along a disused railway. Oh wow, there's just a huge Christmas tree farm here. Don't show me these, because then it really will feel like it's nearing the end of summer. Though let's be fair, Asda will be putting up theirs in like next week, won't they? I'm not crossing this field, but if you were in it, I wouldn't mind too much. You, however, you're scary. I've come across a little settlement here known as Gate Street, and they have a barn here which acts as an events venue. So if you're looking for a place to celebrate your wedding beside the Greensand Way, what a better place to do it? Hashtag not an ad. Ah, there's pigs. I haven't come across pigs since Wickham Market. Hello, friends. I can't feed you. I don't have anything to give you anyways. You're not as noisy as the ones in Wickham Market, probably because there's less of you. Don't be biting the fence. What are you doing? Oh, we've got sheep now as well. There's loads of livestock here on Gate Street. I don't want to start all this one, but I feel like it's inevitably going to happen. It's alright, buddy, you can continue to lie there. It's alright. You just continue eating grass. Don't mind me. Oh, there's a couple of donkeys over there too. We've really had all sorts of wildlife on this walk. Well, what a delightful bench here that I found. Thought I'd use it for my second sit down of the day because it has a good view. Oh, actually, third sit down. I stopped at the top of Pitch Hill. I needed two after that climb. Wow, there's so much vegetation here. Luckily, the footpath is manageable to walk along. What the hell is that though? It's like a horse's head. What on earth is that doing up there? Huh, that's interesting. So I had a plotted walk which was meant to take a path through here, but clearly there is no path. But the sign suggests that you were meant to carry on straight here, but nowadays you actually do turn. So I've done a slightly longer way around on the Greensand Way. So I guess there just used to be a path, but now there isn't. Wow, crumbling barn here. That reminds me of my Icknield Way walk. Came across a couple buildings like this. There's a horse behind this building as well. So I can add that to the list of animals that I've come across today. As well as squirrels and birds, of course, as well, but I haven't got any video footage of them. Enjoying your food, mate. Just south of a place called Hasum, you can see another church peeking out over the top of them trees. Hasum has a pond as well. This is a very nice spot to be on a late Sunday evening. Welcome to St. Peter's, Hasum, one of England's 1,000 best churches. So it's in the top 1,000? Is that much of an achievement? That's the first pub I've come across all day. The White Horse. Conveniently enough, just after I actually saw a white horse. The name of Hurtwood has come back apparently, as I've now got a very long straight path ahead of me to walk. Got quite steep there for another couple of minutes again. I don't think I've got too much left of the walk now. I'm sat by another church now in a place called Hambledon. I really enjoy doing Sunday evening strolls. It's a very quiet, peaceful time to do a walk because there's not many people around. And you would kind of expect that from, where I am. But at the beginning of the walk around Pitch Hill, there was a lot of people, a lot of cyclists. And for the second half, there's been no one really. And even when I do a walk in the London suburbs around this time, you really don't see that many people at all, which means it's just the perfect time to go out for a walk, especially with the low-lying sun. Obviously, you don't have to do a walk as long as I have, but just to do a little evening stroll to mark the end of the week, it's a nice thing to do. And I haven't been up to much this week. I haven't done any of my videos where I do my walks, so it's been really nice for me today to come out and do this adventure, and I have really enjoyed it, though it's coming to an end. Whitley is close. The sun has dropped, the temperature plummeted with it. It suddenly got really cold and it's gone dark now, so the paths are quite creepy as I walk through Hambledon Common. I wish I could have gotten you a better shot of the sun because it became blood red. It looked like Mars, but it's gone now, and instead I've got you this fantastic view. The final amazing view of the day. I've made it back to Whitley station. When I came here before at the end of section 1, I used this almost secret exit at the back of the platform here and went to check out an old Southern Railway sign which had an old station name for Whitley, but the building is gone that it was attached to. In such a short time, changes have happened to Whitley. It's a good thing that I came before when I did. What happened to that sign though, I wonder? I can't believe I'm back here, to be honest. It's quite surreal. I remember it so well. I mean, you'd hope I would remember it. It wasn't that long ago. But I like to space out my Greensand Way walks. I don't want to do them in such quick succession. And that's why I probably won't get around to doing section 3 until spring next year. This entire thing might take a couple of years. We'll see if I'm still making videos by then. If I'm not, I'm still going to be doing the Greensand Way, but I probably won't get around to doing another section by the end of summer. And in winter, I just won't do it at all. Bad weather, limited daylight hours, it will just be muddy, so it just won't be that fun. So it will most likely be spring by the time I do section 3. I mean, it's getting dark already now. So yeah, different experience here at Whitley completely than before. But I've enjoyed today so much. And all subsequent walks along the Greensand Way will be in the correct order. And I guess I'm signing off at the exact same spot I signed off at the end of section 1. Thank you for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss future Greensand Way episodes next year. What a perfectly rounded price for my train ticket. Right, take that please, no change.